switchgear specialist, MCC specialist, and then project coordinators that run the large projects here in the Twin Cities. And throughout the state of Minnesota and part of Wisconsin is really our core territory. But having, the majors here in town with Hunt, Parsons, Egan, the Muskins, those kind of guys that like to travel, we're doing work all over the country. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a commercial about Werner Electric and some of the benefits about going into distribution. I'm living proof. I came out of the 2-year vocational program, was an electrician in the field, got slow in the mid-'80s, actually got really slow in the mid-'80s, and I went to work for a local distributor, and I've been there ever since. So 27 years later, I'm still in the distribution side of the business. So it's a great side of the business. I mean, what you guys are learning today, you would be applying that throughout all your distribution, because we get into so much design. We call it design assist. We're not engineers. We do employ a lot of engineers. We employ master electricians. We employ journeymans. We've got all those people on our staff, but we are not engineers. We don't go out and actual design type things and certify them. I do have 2 members on my staff that have their LCs, so we're certified for lighting layouts and design, but we still can't sign the prints. That's through a double E. So who's Werner Electric? Our main distribution center is right here in Cottage Grove. We're owned by 2 other companies, Van Meters throughout Iowa, one of the largest distributors in Iowa, and then Werner Electric Wisconsin is one of the largest electrical distributors over here in Wisconsin. All 3 of us are Rockwell Automation distributors, which actually is kind of cool because you're single APR. I don't know if you guys don't know what that means, but we're the only authorized distributor in all 3 of these states to sell Rockwell Automation. So we've got, I'll get into some slides and talk about our engineering capabilities on the automation side. What's kind of cool about Werner, we've won a lot of awards, and a lot of people today, especially the younger generation, are looking for companies, that are great places to work, right? That have a lot of benefit, that have a lot of value, that support their employees, and Werner does that. Largest growth partner, voted by the Chamber. Best place overall distributor award by TED, that's nationally. So Werner, right here in Minnesota, was voted the best place. Leadership in the State Chamber Conference. Best by TED, selling tools by TED Magazine. So that's some of the successes with Werner. Some of the things that we offer, obviously full line e-commerce, full service in-house returns. I mean, these are just kind of some bullets, so I'm going to kind of fly through some of these things. Custom part numbers, in-house energy audit savings, that's part of my group, so we'll go out and do a full audit. We'll actually work with Center for Energy. We'll complete all the paperwork and documents either for the end user or for the contractor, and then they would apply their labor, to bid the job. But we'll go out and do the full assessments, whether outdoor, indoor, LED, HID, fluorescent, doesn't matter. We have in-house specialists that will go out and do that conversion and really work with the, working on the budget with the end users. Obviously, because LED is very expensive still. It's coming down, but it's still fairly expensive. Voice over IP phone systems in all locations. Our technology in the last 3 years has just exploded internally. And I'll go through some of that here in a minute. We have full crews that go out and do bin stocking for all our customers. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but just some of the benefits that we give all our customers, whether they're an OEM, a panel builder, major industrial like Medtronic, 3M. This is some photographs of 3M, some of the locations that we go out and provide that service for. Fleet of semis, I mean, it's incredible where we can deliver products right now. We're doing 4 or 5 big projects up in Minot. You guys have heard the oil explosion up there right now. They can't get enough people to go up there and work. We've got semis all over, like Williston, Minot, and we're supplying product up there. And especially some of these industrial plants, because that's really our core nature, is on the industrial side with the industrial electrical contractor. This is kind of cool, just because in the last couple of years we're up to 27 trucks that cover the state of Minnesota, so they're going nonstop. I mean, almost 24/7 right now. We just did a job at the Minneapolis airport. This is kind of cool because now we're getting into tractor trailer semis, just some of the benefits.
Kilmer Electric, we delivered 4 miles of 4-inch PVC in the Minneapolis airport and had it all staged. They estimated we saved them about a week. 1 week of labor from, you know, getting a semi-load of pipe, putting on the ground, and transporting the pipe into the airport. We actually got certified to go inside the airport and deliver these. Maybe sound like a small thing, but it's huge to some of our customers. We're able to go around and drop these lifts off without anybody else involved in the project, and we're able to save 1 week of labor.
So things like that just kind of separate us from our competitors. This is kind of cool. We have 26 automation specialists. Over half of those specialists are EE engineers that came right out of school like this. The other half, Dunwoody. Our president of our company is a graduate of Dunwoody, Ben Gradley. He just became president here a few weeks ago. I think, yeah, you met Ben, right? Yeah. So he just became president of our company. But I want to talk a little bit about our automation side, because we're very high tech and we're very low tech. But we really got a lot of people focused on the high tech area. This is an actual photograph. Has anybody seen our facility? Been our facility? Yeah, you've been our facility. Seen this area here? This is all working equipment, from PLCs to panel views. And we got a call center with people sitting right here on the other side of this product. So what we can do for our OEMs, our panel builders, you know, they're doing wastewater treatment plants and building all this equipment. They can actually send us their software if they're having issues. We can simulate it in our system, correct it, and then send it back to them. That's some of our capabilities that we do in our automation side. But also it's a display too, so we can bring in customers and show the latest and greatest, especially when it comes to Rockwell or the Hoffman enclosures. We sell Hoffman enclosures, so it's lineup. We also have MCC sections in here, so we can dive in. You know, guys, what's really big about MCCs right now is Ethernet, right? You know, a couple years ago, MCCs really couldn't communicate very well. Now they're all coming out with Ethernet capabilities. So now you can communicate to all your devices in your MCC sections, which is huge. Customers on your plant floors want to know exactly what's going on in all your MCCs now. Now they can see it. So we put in MCC sections with Ethernet in it just to show those capabilities. Most of our engineers, local engineers, a lot of them are phone support and or on the job. I mean, you hardly ever see these people in the office. They're out at Douglas Machine helping these guys program, connect, you know, select the right products, the whole 9 yards. So again, half those people are EE engineers that we hire. Just some other things. We do a lot of training. I think you guys are up there for a couple training classes. E-learning, we're getting big into this. This is obviously the future. A lot of our customers don't want to send people to our site. They want to be able to do the training right online. So we're starting that up. And then some of the training products. Again, I don't want to bore you guys. This is my group. So right now I've got 3 MCC specialists. That's all they do is a quote. So they're working with our integrators. They're working with plants like Hormel, 3M, those kind of manufacturing plants. And then this gentleman here he's actually a master electrician. He's a master electrician in 3 states, but he's a phenomenal MCC guy. Just a great expert when you get into, especially when you get into Ethernet connectability throughout all the components. We have 4 switchgear people today. I've gotten a budget for next year to add 5 total people to my group, that either in switchgear, lighting, or MCCs. And then we have a commodity specialist. That gentleman there sold all the pipe at Kilmer and got that all scheduled for the airport, just to give you one example. And then in the lighting group, Sarah's a graduate of Dunwoody, right? Jen is also a graduate, but I'm not sure which college she went to. It was not in the state. But these 2 gals here do nothing but lighting design day in and day out. So they're using AGI 32 to do all their design and layouts. We can do anywhere from, you know, grayscale to 3D modeling, and we do actually quite a bit of it. I'll show you some examples that we did of some jobs. And then we got the 3 lighting quarters. So they're working on a lot of design and build, but they quote. So they put the packages together, because you're working with so many different factories across the country, or actually around the world if you're working on some European type stuff. And then we got a renewables team. We just started this team about a year ago, about 2 years ago actually. Dave is actually a master electrician in 4 or 5 states, and he does all our on-site layouts. So like for photovoltaic, right? Everybody thinks it's somewhat simple. We go slap a bunch of photocells on top of a roof. Well, there's a lot more to it, as far as structural, right? Is it going to hold that weight, snow loads, So he goes out and does all that assessments for us, and then he does the design and layouts with photovoltaic and wind. So he's qualified and certified to do wind assessments. If you come down to Cottage Grove, we're putting up I think it's a 100-foot wind generator today. It's going in. It should be up here in about 2 weeks. We're letting the concrete cure. And then we're putting up the photo cells on a rotational, so as the sun rotates, so will the photovoltaics. So anyways, we got a full team. That's all they do. Matter of fact, we just landed a job with Hunt Electric. I think it's either Hunt or Parsons. I apologize. I'm not in that group as much. But it was over $1 million down in Phoenix. We just landed that photovoltaic project. So.
And we just, the clean energy, we bought from you guys 6 panels, and they're helping us. Dave and Randy are helping us putting a
Oh, you
lighting,
guys know David, right?
lighting
Right?
system.
Yeah.
They
Awesome.
probably don't know, but
Okay.
they're working. We're working on a lab. They're helping us with the lab.
Yeah.
Solar photovoltaic lab.
Yeah.
And
Good.
when
Wind too.
that's the second and the next, we might be able to erect one.
Put in the
tower.
parking lot.
Yeah, you guys are helping us. Randy's helping us with a few things.
Yeah, that's cool. We have 8 project coordinators today, and what they do, this is what separates us from the other distributors in town, is that when we land a big project, say for gear or lighting, and nowadays the gear and the lighting is getting so technical, it's incredible, that we continue to grow this group, because as we land projects, these people run it. So they're running the logistic part, and I mean from cradle to grave. So once we get the PO, we hand it over to these people, and they're handling everything: job issues, returns, things that don't work, delivery dates, all that kind of stuff. So that's part of my team as far as project coordinators. So right now it's about 22 people, just in quotations. 2 years ago it was 10. Just some of the things we do. I'm gonna fly through this. Site visits, lighting control systems. We're big into lighting control systems. That lighting designer you've seen is Color Kinetic certified, which is a big deal. You guys get into any Color Kinetics?
No, Visual is not able to do rendering yet,
It's not, okay.
but we will be doing some rendering with you guys with Revit.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
Revit does some rendering.
That is really cool stuff. So lighting special, lighting recommendations.
You're actually looking at one right here too.
Oh, yeah.
That's done from Revit.
There you go, yeah. AGI 32 rendering, that's what we use. Retrofit applications, Color Kinetic programming, troubleshooting, that's big. Jen Pileski is certified to go out and program. It's like your casinos, right? A lot of that's Color Kinetics, where they can change the different colors of the LEDs, and it's programmable, so they can, during certain times, during holidays, they can change it to match, whatever holiday it is. So she can go out and do that. We actually like sub her out for like $150 an hour. We sub her out to Parsons. Just used her up at Blackbird Casino for a whole week doing all the programming. So here's some examples. This is Hinckley, right? You guys seen that up at Hinckley here? So we've done all the programming. Jen actually did the design and layout of this when she was at Parsons. And then I believe this is Black Bear, right? I think that's Black Bear up by Duluth. Jen, when she was at Parsons, actually sold and programmed that. So now, as she's now working for Werner, so she goes up there and does all the helping with the programming and stuff. That I don't know. I'd have to find out. They're putting a pretty good. Are they? That place is amazing. That place is incredible, the money they spent there. Just amazes me. This is an example of grayscale, right? Grayscale rendering, right? And so you can see, what's kind of cool is we have people that come in all the time, and they, you can see it on a computer, but they want to actually see what the light does. How does it affect? Because 30 years ago it was about dumping as many foot candles you can into a room. Now it's about controlling your lighting, right? So you've got less light fixtures, you can control the light at a work plane. I don't know what the work plane is today, 3.5 feet is where you're measuring all your foot candles.
We do 2.5.
2.5 feet, okay. So it's changed a little bit. We can see, so the owners now can see what that light's gonna do, what it's really gonna impact. With color rendering, I can change, this is grayscale, but color rendering, now I can add the actual colors to the room, the carpeting, I can add all the office furniture, equipment in here, so they can see exactly what's gonna happen. I can change that from fluorescent to LED to whatever light source I want to change it to, so they can see that. Pretty powerful stuff. This is just one example that we put out. This is something that a lot of our customers don't have the capabilities of doing. We do this in-house, day in and day out.
I mean, from car dealers to industrial plants to you name it. Matter of fact, Jen P. Lesky did the Habitat for Humanity project in River Falls, Wisconsin, all the homes they're building over there. We did all the lighting designs. That was in residential, right?
Recessed cans, undercover lights, we did all that. But this is just an example of stuff that we produce. And a lot of that. This is a huge market, guys. This design side. It is growing so fast. Because I can assure you, when I got out of the program, the majority of the projects that you see out there were all MSA, right? We're all plan and spec, hardcore bid. Today, I'll bet you 70% of what we do is strictly design and build, right? So customer and user customer says, you know what, I don't want to go through that process. I'm picking Hunt Electric. I want you to do my project. Here's my budget. Go get it done. That's what's happening today. So this is an explosion because a lot of customers don't have these capabilities, a lot of electrical contractors. So we do that for them. And we do it for free, really, if we get the job and we partner together. That's how we work that. So Werner's core strategy is to be our customer's competitive advantage. I'm going to give you guys a little commercial, so if you can bear with me a sec, because it is really, really a great place to work. Our core strategy, we're the right place, or be the right place where the right people come to work, stay, and achieve their potential. So we really gravitate around the 5 Ps. We're all about the people, provider, continuous improvement, place, and profit, right? Profit, you gotta have profit in order to do all these cool things. So that's our core strategy. And trust me, when you walk into a Werner, all the managers' offices are inside the building. All the people sit against the windows. You walk around a typical A building, right? You got all the senior management with the big windows overlooking. Not in our facility. All the people are against the windows. All management is inside small offices. You've seen it. It's really cool. It's a great place. We spent about $1 million on our website. Obviously, you guys know. I mean, you're buying everything online. You pay your bills online. Everything's going online. More and more customers now are buying through the internet. You know, it's the future. So we are investing a tremendous amount of money onto our online services. So if you haven't seen our website, check it out. It's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of tools on there too. That's one thing we're gonna continue to add to our website is the electrical calculators, right? All the manufacturers have all these cool tools out there, from pipe bending to programming a PLC to right. It's amazing. It's amazing the tools that you got on the internet. So that's all being linked into our site. This is what's really cool. This is what separates us, why people want to come to work for Werner, is because of this right here. Ranked 2nd in the state of Minnesota. I mean, we beat out the big boys. You're talking 3Ms, Medtronics, Honeywells. That's huge. We were 13th in 2010. We came in 2nd for employees' best place to work. It is truly, truly a great company to come to work for. It is so awesome. I mean, the employees come first, period. They pay well, good insurance packages, 401ks is phenomenal. I mean, I think this year, just to give you an idea, we're dumping in, I think it's 1.7 million into the profit sharing. It's for the employees. That's going back out of our profits. I can assure you, there's very few companies that are doing that today. So, great place to work. And by the way, this second thing, that's voted by the employees, that has nothing to do with management. That's done by the Star Tribune. Again, some of our automation, we're getting into robotics now. We're starting to sell a lot of the robotics to complement our Rockwell automation. So we're hiring specialists. We're hiring specialists for gearboxes. We've hired an engineer for PT, power transfer equipment, right, to run your robotics. We just got him on staff here just because it's a big business of ours. And then continuous improvement, something we really encourage our employees to get involved with, is small Kaizen events. You guys have heard the term Kaizen probably 1,000 times. And then we donate a ton to the charity. Every employee gets paid an 8-hour day to go out and spend their time with the charity of their choice. So we pay our employees to go out
and, you know, part of our 5 Ps, give back to the community. But we encourage every employee to do 16 hours. So we'll give the person time off, but we're gonna pay them for the full 8 hours to go out and do that kind of stuff. Like I said, profit, right, you gotta reinvest. This is an actual photograph of our warehouse in Cottage Grove. There's $18 million plus. No other distributor in the state of Minnesota can say that in one building. If you haven't seen it, you've seen it. It's pretty impressive. I mean, we just finished $800,000 mezzanine system that's going to go live here in another month, and it's all electronic picking. You still got manual people that are going to pull parts, but it's going to be bins that go through our systems and are smart. You know, it's all going to be smart because we want to improve our accuracy with our customers, right? There's nothing more frustrating than an electrician out on the field and he gets his parts and half of them are wrong, right? Right now we're up around 98% of picking the right parts. We're trying to improve that with this new mezzanine and this new operating system. The actual project went over budget. We budgeted $800,000 just to give you an idea. It's around 1.1 million today, just for picking parts, because we want to provide our customers with the service level that they deserve. Just some more awards real quick. Leader in Green, right? We're huge into this. You guys are putting in a wind generator and some photovoltaic stuff. So just some awards that we've won nationally. In-house going green, recycling programs. I mean, working with the local communities. We won this award last year, and I believe for the last 7 years nationally, we won this award from Hormel, which is very, very big as far as the quality, Spirit of the Excellence Award. So, and then just some of the top 10 rewards that we've won across the country. Healthiest employer in Minnesota. We got a health and wellness program. We actually have a gym inside of our building, so people can go work out during the day. I mean, you've seen it. It's a pretty cool gym. I mean, it's a full gym. We used to have a basketball court in our warehouse for the guys because we have basketball tournaments, but because we expanded and sold so much product, we had to fill it in with shelving to house all our product. 2010 Large Business of the Year, 2010 Community Partnership Award, Green Leadership Recognition, Leadership Minnesota Awards. So, guys, we've got Chris is actually here today. Hi, Chris.
Oh, sorry, I'm late.
That's all right. We're starting an intern program. And you guys, if you're interested, you guys are obviously second year, but if you guys are looking for a career in distribution, I'm here to tell you personally that it's an awesome path. I mean, it is incredible to get into distribution and get into some of these specialty departments, and I mean, it's a great job. I was there. I was out in the field electrician. I started out as a residential up in Anoka. Then I went to work for Steve Johnson Electric, which he was pretty much all commercial industrial. I love that aspect of it. Things got a little bit slow, and then I went into distribution. I've been here 27 years. I love it. It's indoor. It's great work. It's great, and it's a great company to work for. So, any questions about Werner, or anybody wants a tour, or like I said, we're hiring. In 2009, which was the huge turnaround, right? A lot of people got laid off. A lot of electricians got laid off, right? Werner did not lay off one person. Matter of fact, this year, 2011, we've already hired 28 people, and next year we're slated to hire 45 people for our growth. And that's ranging anywhere from warehouse to driver to automation specialist. My department's going to hire 5 people from gear, lighting design specialist. So it's a great group of. That's really all I have. Unless you guys got some questions.
Business cards? Do you guys have?
I got a couple.
I have mine too.
Yeah, there's some business cards if anybody's interested. Here you go.
I appreciate you guys allowing me to have the commercial here. It's just
I can
it's a great
scan
company.
this one. I have only one. I can scan an email to you. How about that? Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mine too.
Yeah.
And then we have some of these. Should I just leave them up in the front?
Yeah. Well, you guys are going
We're
to
in another class, but I
Yeah.
know
class.
that
You might get
And it's
captions
not-
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Sorry.
This actually is talks about a little bit about our company. Some of the things that we offer.
Some pens too, you guys want? And some handwriting. It's like a little posting. Post-it note?
Sure.
Would you like a post-it tag?
That's it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Let's
no
take the
problem.
time.
I'll walk you guys to the other.
Okay.
Their contact
No deal.
information on there.
So if we don't work on some of the software you're using, how are you guys for training on your 3D rendering? and stuff like that?
When it comes to 3D rendering and the lighting, we'll rely on our vendors to come in and do that training within our facility. A lot of that's done like Rockwell.
Mhm.
When you start getting into the automation side, a lot of that training, we fly people in that are specialists within that product just because today it's like Jen. I mean, she knows how to